Football has come to Southern Nevada as new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken in the end zone. First down, Hilton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stop them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent. Try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing on third and long. Huntley. They set up the screen to Chubb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he's got his man Hilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on 1st down. Hilton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6, Raiders nothing.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. Stand there defensively, a huge sack on third down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
4th and goal.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Browns drive about to get started. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that one got tipped. Got to throw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and throw for it here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Huntley. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking long for Thomas. Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
23-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Huntley. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Cleveland.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Raiders' 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off play action, Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Huntley. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Raiders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton. Robinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he'll bang that one through.
It's the score, Browns 13.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up
from the gun. Huntley. And the Raiders have got him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Huntley. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
The tackle's got room to run. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd down, Hilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Huntley. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Huntley to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hilton. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? They don't have enough confidence to make a play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell
Beckham
Touchdown.
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 1st down. Hilton about 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Hilton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Hilton, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone help.
Oh, wide open, complete, past the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's caught at the 2, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.